question is, when you riffle shuffle, how to do the bridge to get the cards back together, right? We see a lot of people who do the riffle and then they just sort of scoot the cards together at the end, but you can bridge them, which gets them really close to being all the way back together. I have really small hands, and so if you have small hands, I would recommend starting with a deck of playing cards for practice. They're just going to be easier to handle. And even if you don't have small hands, this might be a great way to just practice. And then you could try a smaller sized tarot deck. This is a Fournier deck, so it's smaller. Or even a deck that is more standard size, but it's thinner cardstock. The thicker the cardstock, the stronger your hands need to be, and the harder it is, for me anyway, to get a really good riffle and bridge. So let's get started. I'm just going to use a deck of playing cards. When you riffle, you use your index fingers to put some pressure on the cards so that they fall kind of in a controlled way past your thumb. So you're pressing here while kind of peeling back with your thumb. And the way I do this, I wrap my other fingers around the bottom cards so that they're not going flat onto the table or the mat. You're holding them. So riffle, and now I've got my hands. You see my hands are under. I can use my thumbs to make like not a cage, but essentially it's going to go better if I go faster. So riffle, and then I just shift my hand to bend the cards the opposite way, and they just fall. The pressure on the card makes them fall. So here we go again. It's the pressure on the card. Okay, so I'm not really doing anything special other than getting my hands in the right spot to let them fall. It's going to be basically the same thing with the tarot deck. I'll use the Fournier deck again here. So many more cards, larger shapes, so a little bit different, experience on them, but generally the same. Sorry, that's a card. TikTok's not going to like that art. Okay. So riffle again, and then I'm going to hold my thumbs here to be like the top of the cage, and then my hands come down to the bottom to sort of hold them in. Okay, let's try again. You're just making like a little cage, and the bend of the cards is what's making them fall. You're just controlling the fall a little so they don't go flying everywhere. You just move your hands real quick to hold them in a certain way. And it works the same here. And it works the same with a larger deck as well. Again, you're just creating a way for the cards to naturally fall down because they're bent. So when you riffle, you bend them down like this, and then you bend them back, and then they fall. So just practice, have fun.